Today we're taking a look at the Acer Spin 311, which is an 11.6-inch Chromebook running on an Intel Celeron N4020 with 4 gigabytes of memory and 32 gigabytes of storage. Even by way of a Chromebook, this is a pretty budget machine. As far as I/O and ports go, on the left side you have a USB-C port, a USB-A 3 port, a micro SD card slot, and a headphone microphone jack combo. And on the right side of the laptop, you have a Kensington lock port and another set of USB-C and USB-A 3 ports. Both USB-C ports can deliver power and data, which is great, so you'll have the ability to expand your peripherals or charge from either side. And the keyboard feels really great to use, even though I think it's weird that they get rid of the super key slot and replace the caps lock button with its functionality. I really enjoyed typing on this keyboard though. It's quiet and it has a good amount of key travel, and the key stabilization is pretty great as well. The trackpad isn't the same story though. It's not mushy, but it's not smooth either. And it's small, so I would say it's serviceable, but it's better than something I've used in the past. But it blows my mind that touchpads have been around for like 20 years and we haven't been able to figure out a way to put a good one in a budget laptop. I don't think that should be a compromise, in my opinion. The display is pretty good considering it's barely full HD, but it's a small screen so it doesn't look awful. Viewing angles are great because it's an IPS panel and the colors look vibrant. I haven't used the laptop outside, but even in well-lit rooms, the screen gets plenty bright and it's a touch display, so if you're into that kind of thing, that's pretty cool. The only bummer is the bezels. Now, I'm not typically one to care about thicker bezels, but they take up like 30% of the top case. And so it gives a false impression that you're getting a bigger screen than you actually have, and I don't think it looks super awesome. The laptop is a 2-in-1 though, which means that you can flip the screen all the way around and use it like a tablet. I've personally never thought this was super useful, but I guess it's nice to have. I have students that use tablet mode for giving presentations in class, and I don't know why every laptop doesn't have this feature now, but fortunately, this Chromebook does. Finally, the big question is, how does it perform? And the answer to that is, well, okay, since it's a Chromebook, basically everything you do is going to be online. And thankfully, most of my work can be done using web apps. The problem is, in a given workday, I switch between several apps and internet browsers as I cycle through tasks. And unfortunately, that really took a toll on this machine. With only 2 cores and 4 gigabytes of memory, most websites would slow down and be kind of laggy. And with about 10 tabs open in Chrome, I had already used up about 90% of the CPU capacity just idling there. So that was not a huge success. Another downside is that the speakers aren't great. They're tinny and thin sounding and they don't get very loud. And the webcam, well, the webcam just kind of sucks, but that's to be expected.
And this is what the webcam looks like and sounds like. Probably not awesome, but if you're on a Zoom meeting or something like that, this is probably all you're going to need. Nobody expects anything more from, a budget computer. So there you have it.
But there are a couple of hidden upsides as well. Specifically, the battery life is really great. I've used it for a few hours doing all sorts of tasks, and I only used about half of the battery. So that's really awesome. It's supposed to get up to 10 hours of battery life, and I believe that. Really, when you think about it, for $215, you're actually getting a pretty well-rounded experience. You're getting an okay laptop that can do most things, even if it's not great at them, a good screen, great battery life, and a touchscreen. And I think that that's a pretty fair deal. Most people buy Chromebooks for school, and this will do okay with school if you're on a budget, but mostly I think this would be best suited for a family laptop, where most kids just want to browse the internet and look at YouTube videos. If you have them use a family account, you can also keep track of their internet history, so I guess that's cool if you want that as a parent. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.